Good evening, and welcome to the 2017 Georgia 4-H Congress Leadership Banquet. Tonight we celebrate leadership and recognize 4-Hers who have dared to set high goals, reached for them, and helped others along the way. Kyle Sellers, representative from Columbia County, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Following Kyle, James Hancock, our state 4-H president from Irwin County, will provide this evening's invocation. Kyle and James.
So often we recite the Pledge of Allegiance without stopping to think of what we're saying. When we sincerely speak our pledge, we are thanking the many heroes who have laid down their lives to protect ours. We are declaring loyalty to our fellow Americans and our devotion to the land in which we live. Please stand and join me in the pledge to the American flag, and remember that there is no pause between one nation and under God. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. James.
You may be seated. Greg Hickman of the Motivational and Inspirational Corner encouraged us to consider today our lucky day. He says, while there are exceptions to every rule, most of the so-called lucky people take an active role in creating their own good fortune. The luckiest people I've ever known didn't suddenly fall into their good fortune, not by a long shot. In fact, most of these lucky people probably endured more heartache and heartbreak than everyone else around them combined. These top-achieving individuals kept getting up each time they were knocked down. They kept learning from the mistakes they made, and they continued to improve all facets of their lives each and every day. The truth of the matter is their good luck and good fortune wasn't really luck at all. The people had to learn how to be lucky. Being lucky and having a lot of luck has a great deal to do with loving who you are, loving what you do, and loving your life. The outlook you carry around with you, whether positive or negative in nature, will in large measure determine how lucky or unlucky you ultimately become. Regardless of what kind of luck you enjoy or endure in life, good luck, bad luck, or no luck at all, you will always get to do the choosing. Winners consistently choose to make their own good luck. When you expect good things to happen, good things will most assuredly happen to you and for you. As we honor many remarkable leaders tonight who have demonstrated the optimistic and astute outlook that Mr. Hickman speaks of, let us reflect on our own individual luck, our attitude, and the many blessings that we enjoyed as we bow our head in thanks. We are thankful for the opportunity to gather tonight, united by 4-H. We're grateful for this organization that highlights the best in each of us and utilizes the combined strength of youth and adults to work toward a common goal. Thank you for those who have made this evening possible. We hope that focus, motivation, and an optimistic outlook will guide us throughout this week, and let us all do to the best of our abilities. Amen.
Thank you, Kyle and James. Please enjoy your meal. As you continue eating, we are pleased to have Madison County's Cubby Roopers, a member of Georgia 4-H's Distinguished Clovers and Company, provide our entertainment. Cubby hopes to see her name in lights on Broadway someday, and she is well on her way. Following State Congress, she will be attending an invitation-only Broadway intensive workshop. For our enjoyment tonight, Cubby will be performing Astonishing from the play Little Woman.
Those two words define you.
Thank you, Cubby. We appreciate you sharing your talents with us tonight. If you are still enjoying tonight's meal, please continue. Riley Dickinson, Northeast District Representative from Stevens County, will welcome us this evening. Riley?
Good evening, and welcome to the 2017 Georgia 4-H Congress Leadership Banquet. Tonight, we recognize and honor the service and dedication of passionate individuals who have provided leadership to the Georgia 4-H program and have led outstanding leadership programs across our state. We will also induct the 2017-2018 State Board of Directors who were elected at State Council last month. On behalf of the Georgia 4-H Board of Directors, welcome to the 2017 Leadership Banquet. We hope you enjoy your evening. Sophia?
Thanks, Riley. Across this banquet hall, I see new friends, old friends, outstanding agents, local extension personnel and volunteers, as well as many special guests who have supported us throughout the year. To introduce these special guests is Dr. Sue Chapman, Associate State 4-H Leader. Dr. Chapman?
Good evening. It's certainly an exciting time to be a Georgia 4-H'er, and especially tonight as I look out on so many great leaders who have joined us for this meal. We thank you all for being with us this evening. It's certainly my pleasure now to introduce the members of the head table and also to recognize members of our advisory committee who are joining us in the audience tonight. I'll begin at the far left end. I can barely see that far. There we go. Shirley Williamson. Shirley, we're glad to have you this evening. She is the first vice president of Epsilon Sigma Phi and also a Columbia County 4-H agent. Seated next to Shirley is Tim Varnador. Tim is our Southwest District Extension Director. And then Sheldon Hammond, Northwest District Extension Director. Kevin Livingston, President of the Association of Natural Resource Extension Professionals and a Douglas County Agricultural Natural Resources agent. Dr. Mark McCann. Dr. McCann is our Assistant Dean for Extension and it serves as the Program Leader for Agriculture and Natural Resources. James Hancock, all of you know from Irwin County, who has been serving this year as the President of the Georgia 4-H Board of Directors. Terry Camp is the Center Director for Rock Eagle 4-H Center. Thank you for being here tonight, Terry. And of course, Mandy Marable, 4-H State Specialist and the Coordinator for the State Board of Directors as well as the Advisory Committee. Judy Ashley, our Northeast District Extension Director. Savannah Paget, Southwest Representative for the 4-H Board of Directors from Decatur County. And joining Savannah tonight is Doris Lynn White Paget. I believe Doris Lynn, if you are here, please stand. Thank you. Laura Griffith has stepped away from her seat. She is joining us tonight representing the Georgia Association of County Agriculture Agents. She serves in Webster, Quitman, and Stewart counties. Emma Bacon, our Southeast representative for the 4-H Board of Directors from Tattnall County. And Emma has family members joining her as well, Lee and Jennifer Bacon, and Sister Julie. Thank you. Jenna Williams-Black, Chair of the 4-H Advisory Committee, and a Family and Consumer Sciences teacher and Director of the Fraser Center at Decatur Academy. And of course, you all know Art Smith, who is the State Program Leader for 4-H and the Director of Georgia 4-H. Sophia Rodriguez. Sophia is the Vice President for the State Board of Directors, and joining her this evening are Caesar and Debbie Rodriguez. Thank you. Over to my left, your right, Hamp Thomas. Hamp Thomas is from Chattooga County, and he is the state rep on the Board of Directors. And Rebecca Thomas, his mother, is with us as well. Dr. Laura Perry Johnson, Associate Dean for Extension, who you all heard from earlier today, from the College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences at the University of Georgia. Lucas Freeman, State Representative for the Board of Directors, and is from Cherokee County, which is my home county. So I'm very proud to have Lucas up here, and Lucas' father, Doug, is joining us this evening. Thank you, Doug. Riley Dickinson, Northeast Representative to the Board of Directors, and she is from Stevens County, and Riley has family members joining her as well. Her mother, Shona Dickinson, and brother, Bailey. Leanna Deal, our Southeast District Program Development Coordinator. Kyle Sellers, another state representative for the 4-H Board of Directors from Columbia County. And joining Kyle this evening, I think, are his parents, Brian and Mia, and brother Carter. Yeah, great, thank you. Melanie Byersmith, Extension 4-H Specialist and 4-H Environmental Education Program Coordinator. Georgia Hanson, Northwest District, a representative to the Board of Directors from Pike County. And joining Georgia this evening are John and Rebecca Hanson, I believe, and two sisters, Elizabeth and Audrey. There we go. Great. Next to Georgia is Dr. Lori Bledsoe, who's the Northwest District Program Development Coordinator. Dana Lynch, who's representing the Georgia Extension Association of Family and Consumer Sciences and is a Family and Consumer Sciences agent in Monroe County. Casey Bozeman from Liberty County, Extension Coordinator and 4-H agent and the past president of Georgia Association of Extension 4-H agents. Joanne Milam is our Southeast District Extension Director. Al Parker, Northeast District Program Development Coordinator. Dr. Bo Ryles, who is a retired state 4-H leader and is now serving as Senior Director for Strategic Partnerships with National 4-H Council. And Michael Reeves. Michael is advisor to the State 4-H Board of Directors and is also a member of our advisory committee. Let's give a hand to all the members of our We also have several members of our 4-H Advisory Committee who have joined us this evening and are seated in the audience. So if you would please stand when I call your name and just remain standing, and we'll hold our applause until the end. We have Brandon Ashley with Georgia Farm Bureau, Katie Comer Ashley with the American Red Cross and a state officer sponsor, Hal Beaver with the Georgia Association of Elementary School Principals, where he serves as Executive Director. Thomas Carter, Georgia Development Authority. Dot Kofer, former President of the Extension Retiree Association for UGA. Gail Cutler. Gail is with us. She is the Public Relations Coordinator for Georgia Electric Membership Corporation and is the immediate past chair of the advisory committee. Elise Daniel. Elise is a retired Oconee County middle school teacher and has joined the state staff as an assistant with our Health Rocks program. Dr. Priscilla Doster. Priscilla is a retired educator and assistant superintendent from Monroe County. Jerry Gilliland, County Extension Coordinator and 4-H agent in Ben Hill County. Martha Morris. Martha is a Chatham County 4-H volunteer. Chris Nowicki with Gulf Airstream. Anna Strickland with the University of Georgia Archway Partnership in Hart County. And Susan Yearwood, Stevens County Extension Agent. Thank you all for being with us tonight and for the leadership you share.
Thank you, Dr. Chapman, and welcome to all our guests. We appreciate the contributions you have made to Georgia 4-H, and thank you for making this wonderful program possible. The Georgia 4-H program holds 5 core values as paramount in the planning and development of activities. One of these is leadership. Tonight, we recognize the individuals who have developed their leadership skills, built upon their 4-H success, and shared their experience with others. Mr. Arch Smith, State 4-H leader, will recognize several outstanding 4-H honorees. Mr. Arch.
Thank you, Sophia. I know many of you may have realized that we had a little excitement over in the left-hand corner of the room tonight, or to my left. Casey Willis, a 4-H member from Webster County, was choking, and she has been transported to the hospital. She's breathing on her own, and but the piece of meat was still lodged, and they thought it best to take her on to the hospital. And we want to thank Wilson Pierce for his quick response and help this evening, Wilson. So I know all of you will want to keep Casey in your thoughts and prayers over the next few minutes, and hopefully she'll be able to return and do her demonstration in the morning. So I know that's what she wants to do. You know, we have, as Sophia mentioned, we have a lot of leaders in 4-H that do a lot of things to make us a successful program, and there's so many people that get taken for granted throughout the year, and I want to introduce a few of those people. But each summer, I think Georgia 4-H still, and Dr. Ryles, you may need to do some research on this since you got more time than I do to do that. But I think we may still be the largest camping program in the country. And as I think I heard you tell somebody once, nobody else is in our league as far as their ability to operate camping programs. And so we're in a league by our own. But part of that success is because we have great facilities that are managed by great and wonderful people. But during the summertime, we bring together about 90 young people, most of whom are Georgia 4-H alumni, to serve as summer camp counselors at our facilities. And over the years, we have developed a leadership system within that program that 15 young people assume leadership roles and lead their peers in the summer camping program across our 5 facilities in Georgia. And I want to first introduce their leader and the 4-H specialist in charge of summer camping, Mr. Charlie Worst, who has just completed, I believe, his 11th year in that role. And his right hand, Miss Casey Rogers, there she is. I didn't know if she was in the room, who is a Jackson County school teacher during the school year and works with us in the summertime, assisting Mr. Charlie with the camping program. But let me introduce our 15 leadership counselors, if I can get that number right. At Burton 4-H Center, Tift County 4-H'er Sarah Johnson was the captain this summer. At Camp Jekyll, our newly opened facility on Jekyll Island, Rachel Allen from Johnson County was the captain at Jekyll. At Fortson 4-H Center, Mr. Wilson Pierce from Hart County was the lead counselor and crew chief. Is that right, Wilson? Okay. I think we changed our theme there this summer, went back to what we started with. And at Wauseega 4-H Center, Ryan Rose from Columbia County was the lead counselor and Papa Bear at Wauseega. So let's give Mr. Charlie, Ms. Casey, and our 4 small camp leaders a round of applause. I might say that these positions come with a lot of experience, and sometimes they still make mistakes. So at Rock Eagle, our Shawnee Miko was Zach White from Chattooga County. There's Zach. From his partner this summer was Sarah Wasserman from Lumpkin County, the other Shawnee Miko. The Muskogee Mikos were Rachel Wasserman, and her partner was Bailey Handy from Jefferson County, and Rachel also is from Lumpkin County. And our Cherokee leadership was Haley Schofield from Turner County and Ryan Johnson from Jeff Davis County, and Ryan's not with us this evening. Our program coordinators at Rock Eagle this summer were Megan Beckett, our waterfront MECO, Nick Waters, the sports and recreation coordinator in MECO. Nick is from Tattnall County, Megan is from Oconee. Elise McDonald from Newton County was the major interest MECO this past summer at Rock Eagle. Cody Norris was the Cloverleaf Adventure Program, or CAP program, MECO, and Cody is from Heard County. And the young lady that led the program at Rock Eagle this summer as the head counselor and special interest program coordinator from Oconee County is Miss Megan Mitchell. Give these Rock Eagle leadership people a round of applause, please. Summer camp is an intense time at the 4-H centers for about 7 or 8 weeks during the year and during the summertime. But throughout the year, the 4-H centers operate the largest residential environmental education program in the United States, serving approximately 40,000 school students at our facilities throughout the year. And I'm going to ask Ms. Melanie Byer-Smith, Extension Specialist and our 4-H Environmental Education Coordinator, to please stand. She leads that program. She is also the coordinator, the manager of the 4 smaller facilities at Camp Jekyll, Burton, Wausaga, and Fortson 4-H centers. Along with her this evening are the center directors at Fortson 4-H Center, Mr. Alex Bond, who just joined us earlier this year. Alex is in there. There you are. We're glad to have him with us this evening. The environmental education program specialist at Fortson is Miss Jessica Semino. Jessica, we're glad to have you with us. At Wausaga 4-H Center, Mr. Travis Williams is a center director there. He's become a long-time fixture there now, 17 or 18 years, I believe, Travis. And it seems like yesterday that you just went there. I remember it well. Adam Rolls is our environmental education coordinator at Wausaga 4-H Center, and we're glad to have him with us. At Rock Eagle 4-H Center, Ms. Terry Camp, who is at the head table and member of the advisory committee, is the center director. Mr. Matt Hammonds is the environmental education coordinator at Rock Eagle, and he also carries the title of assistant director at Rock Eagle. Mr. Johnny Parker is he has several titles, but he's actually the head of the maintenance department at Rock Eagle 4-H Center, and we're glad to have him with us. And our overall business manager for the Georgia 4-H program is Miss Sarah Carlson. She has an office at Rock Eagle and also in Athens, and she has her guest with us this evening, Mr. Lewis Pilo, and we're glad to have you with us again too, Lewis. Join me in giving these people a round of applause who lead our 4-H centers. Leadership is the cornerstone of the 4-H program, and tonight we highlight the leadership of 8 of our senior 4-H members as demonstrated through their coordination of service projects. These young people have worked diligently to improve their communities and submitted applications covering their project work and interviewed at district and now at state competition earlier this afternoon. Their work is inspiring, and a description of each of their projects is included in the programs at your table. However, we thought you should hear directly from the finalists about their projects, so please direct your attention to the screens.
shelter, and natural resources come from. The one main thing that I learned from my project is that elementary age students learn best by doing and hands-on interaction.
Hi, I'm Evie Woodward. I'm from Coffee County, and my project, Bagging Hunger, is about feeding food into your children at our local elementary school. Bagging Hunger has taught me that even the smallest acts of kindness can impact in a great way.
I'm Sophia Rodriguez. I'm from Liberty County, and my project is about using color, creativity, and comic books to cultivate comfort among military youth. From my project, I learned the importance of a greater awareness of mental health. I also saw firsthand the effects of military life on children. I'm grateful to have learned more ways to relate to children and to see the significance of making sure they feel loved and appreciated.
My name is Ben Murray. I'm from Berrien County, and my project is about initiating a donation drive to help the tornado victims at the relief program that happened in Berrien County and surrounding counties on January 28, 2017. From this experience, I learned numerous things, but the most important thing I learned is that no matter how old you are, how accomplished you are, you can make a difference in your community and make a difference in the lives of those who have been impacted around you.
Hey y'all, I'm Michaela Brown from Elbert County 4-H, and my project is the restoration of the Beaver Dam Nature Trail. One of the main things that I learned was leadership as far as distributing jobs among my volunteers and getting the community involved with it.
My name is Beck Glover, and I'm from Coweta County, and my project is on making new target boxes for the Coweta County 4-H BB team. The Coweta County 4-H BB team's backstops were over 25 years old. In my project, I obtained sponsorships from individual people and businesses to cover the cost of the materials. Me and other 4-Hers provided the labor to assemble them. As a result of this, the Coweta County 4-H BB team received 30 new backstops at no cost to the team.
I feel like a young junkie
Hello, my name is Alexis Cartwright, and I'm from Lowndes County. My project was about reviving the recycling program at my high school. I learned from my project that sometimes people forget about not only the importance of recycling for their communities, but also the reasons why we recycle. I'm grateful to say that I have started up a program that not only benefits the environment, but positively incorporates the entire student body, our faculty, and the city of Austin.
As all of you can see, this year's Leadership in Action state finalists have truly pledged their hands to larger service for their club, their community, their country, and their world. We're proud of their hard work and are delighted to recognize these individuals and outstanding young 4-Hers this evening. However, such recognition of these young people would not be possible without the visionary support of a sponsor named Mr. Jason Dukes, and we had hoped that he would be with us this evening, but I don't think he was able to make it into the room. He has supported this project as well as the Hupp and Eleanor Bailey Everhart Fund and Epsilon Sigma Phi, and we're pleased to have Ms. Shirley Williamson, first Vice President of ESP, with us this evening, from Columbia County, and she will present the awards as I call out the names of the individuals. If you will, recipients, come to the stage as I call your name. Michaela Brown is from Northeast District Leadership and Action finalist from Elbert County with the Beaver Dam Nature Trail Renewal Project. Tamia Caldwell from Northeast is the Northeast District Leadership and Action finalist from Clark County with Project Prom. Alexis Carmichael from is the Southwest District Leadership and Action finalist from Lowndes County with Drink It, Cap It, and Recycle Project. Beck Glover is the Northwest District Leadership and Action finalist from Coweta County with the BB Backstop Project. And he's not here this evening, okay? Dalton Green is also the Northwest District Leadership and Action finalist from Walker County with Farm to Fork Camp. Ben Murray is the Southwest District Leadership and Action finalist from Berrien County with the Disaster Relief Project. Sophia Rodriguez is the Southeast District Leadership and Action finalist from Liberty County with Tie-Dye for Troops. And Evie Woodard is the Southeast District Leadership and Action finalist from Coffee County with Bagging Hunger. Join me again in giving all these finalists another round of applause. Each year, we're proud to offer a number of these people a $500 grant to help them enhance and expand their project in the coming year. This is due to the generous support of Mr. Jason Dukes that these competitors can continue to work on their project throughout the coming year. And Mary Ann Parsons and Dr. Chapman and I had lunch with Mr. Dukes just a few weeks ago, and he reiterated his interest in this project and how proud he was of the great work that you young people have done, because he gets to see this, and he is really proud of what you accomplish each year. So this year, we'll give away 4 grants, and if those participants will step forward, or recipients will step forward onto the stage for just a moment. They are Alexis Carmichael from Lowndes County, Beck Glover from Coweta County, Evie Woodard from Coffee County, and Sophia Rodriguez from Liberty County. Congratulations to these young people as they will continue to do their work in their Leadership and Action project during the coming year. And finally, I'm really proud to announce the first 2 winners of the 2017 State 4-H Congress competition for this year. And our 2 Leadership and Action winners for 2017 are Ben Murray of Berrien County and Sophia Rodriguez of Liberty County. Well, you can do that too now. Don't. We're not bashful about taking people's money. So thank you. Thank all of you, and Shirley, thank you for your participation in the evening, and thanks to ESP and the Eberhardt Fund, and also to Mr. Jason Dukes for his support of this wonderful project. And congratulations to all 8 of you for the great work that you've done and the contributions that you make to our society. Thank you so much. Each June at State 4-H Council, we elect a new group of State 4-H officers, and this evening we are very pleased to be able to induct those new officers that will serve us in the 2017-2018 4-H program year, and they are joined tonight by members of their families, and I'll try to introduce them as we go around, but Mr. Jason Eastap and Miss Mandy Marable, their advisors, their faculty advisors, as well as Mr. Michael Reeves, their volunteer advisor, will join them at the table where they're seated and present them with their jackets, their green jackets for this year. The president of the Georgia 4-H State Council for the coming year is Mr. Mason McClintock from Bacon County. Joining him tonight is Michael and Laura McClintock, his mother, his father and mother, his grandparents, Bill and Linda Johnson, and his 4-H leader from Bacon County, Miss Faye Miller, is also in the room. Congratulations to Mason. And we look forward to big things under your leadership, Mason. Our vice president for the coming year is Miss Angel Austin from Ben Hill County. Joining Angel tonight is her 4-H agent and county coordinator, Miss Jerry Gilliland from Ben Hill County. We have 3 state representatives on the State Board of Directors. The first of those is Mr. Bronson Champion from Chattooga County. Joining Bronson are Monique Chadwick and Joseph Crow, and his sister Megan is also with us, and his grandmother Janet Chadwick is with us this evening, and his county extension agent and county coordinator in Chattooga County, Ms. Rebecca Thomas, is also in the room. Our next state representative is Erica Lord, also from Ben Hill County. Joining Erica tonight is her brother and former State 4-H president, Mr. Ben Lord, and also her county agent, Jerry Gilliland, gets to stand again. And we're glad to have you with us, Jerry. Our third state representative is Miss Evie Woodard from Coffee County. With her tonight are Greg and Allison Woodard, her parents, and her county agent and 4-H agent, Mr. Kevin Tatum, is also in the room. There are 4 districts in our state, and each district has a representative to the board. Our Northeast District representative is Mr. Donovan Nelson from Morgan County. Joining him tonight is his mother, Sparkles Mathis, and Jonathan Nelson, and his grandmother, Rosa Mathis, is also with us. And his county extension agent and 4-H agent is Miss Janet Woodard. Our Northeast District representative is from Coweta County, Mr. Cody Whitlock. Joining him tonight are his family members, Jerry Whitlock and Chris Ritz. And his 4-H agent is also in the room, Miss Megan Bailey from Coweta County. The Southeast District representative is Zach Hollick from Chatham County. Joining him are his parents, Bob and Colin Hollick, and I think his county agent, Sergi Gableman, is also in the room. Hey, Sergi. And the Southwest District representative is Lindsay Kate Steedley from Clinch County. Her parents, Jody and Elizabeth Steedley, are in the room, and Teresa Chauncey, the 4-H leader in Clinch County, is also with us this evening. Would you join me in one more round of applause for our state leadership for 2017-18? Before I present the Ryles Rising Star Award, I realized earlier, yesterday and today, that there are at least 4 ladies in the room that I'd like to call out and give special recognition to for just a moment. And I know everybody's looking at the script saying, well, he's going off script, and that's all right. I think you'll understand. There are 4 ladies in the room who have given well over, I really don't even know, and I should have tried to do the math, but I imagine it's well over 130 or 140 years of service to Georgia 4-H and to the Cooperative Extension Program. And I want to ask them to stand, because either at some point in time during the calendar year 2017, these 4 ladies are going to step aside from the many contributions that they have made to our organization, and particularly to the Georgia 4-H program. And they are Ms. Joanne Milan, Southeast District Director. And Joanne, thank you so much for your service and your support to Georgia 4-H. Ms. Jennifer Grogan, who told me today that I think it's been nearly 35 years as a Mitchell County, well, not just Mitchell County, she served a little time over in Alabama, but she saw the light and came to Georgia. A great program in Mitchell County that's been under her stewardship and leadership for many, many years. And Jennifer, we're going to wish you the best and hope you'll come back and volunteer. Ms. Cherry Hovatter from Spalding County. Cherry retired earlier this year, a couple of months ago, but she's still here with her Spalding County 4-Hers. She passed the background check, and we're letting her volunteer. So thank you so much, Cherry, for all your service. Both of those ladies came from Auburn to Georgia, and we really appreciate you both. And finally, Ms. Shirley Williamson from Columbia County will retire in a few days and step down as a 4-H agent in Columbia County. And all 4 of these ladies have done tremendous work in extension, and these 3 4-H agents are probably 3 of the best in the state, and we're going to miss your leadership and the work that you've done. Would you join me in congratulating and thanking these people for their great work? When my longtime friend and colleague, Dr. Bo Ryles, decided 8 years ago that he would step down as a state 4-H leader to pursue other interests, and funds came in during his retirement. He said, I want to honor an extension employee who has less than 5 years of service, and I want it to be somebody they don't just have to be a county agent, but they can work anywhere as long as they're working for Georgia 4-H, and that they have a trajectory of success in their future. And this year's honoree began her work as an environmental educator at Jekyll Island 4-H Center until it closed in 2010. When we closed Fort Jekyll in 2014, we hired this young lady to go to Fortson 4-H Center to be the environmental education coordinator there. She even had several months in which she served as interim director during 2016. And when we opened the environmental education coordinator position at Camp Jekyll a few months ago, there were few people who were more prepared and qualified and suited for the job than Lauren Niece Kushner. Lauren is not able to be with us this evening. She is enjoying a postponed honeymoon in Europe, and she literally postponed her honeymoon because there was so much work to do at Camp Jekyll to get ready for the environmental education program on such a short notice, and she actually went there in December, and we opened the program on the 1st of February, so she has spent tireless nights and days working there. Jekyll is a paradise for Lauren, and that's as a recent visitor to the camp said, Miss Lauren went above and beyond to make sure everything was going well, and if we needed anything, she took care of it. Our Ryles Rising Star is the face of Camp Jekyll's environmental education program. She's responsible for the hiring, training, and supervising 12 seasonal staff members and a full-time program specialist. She is also responsible for promoting, scheduling, and communicating with school groups. And on any given day, you can find Lauren juggling a variety of tasks, including but not limited to making staff schedule, teaching classes, responding to emails from teachers, booking a new school, creating lodging assignments for groups, and checking with the kitchen to make sure everything's in order. To make sure that program on Jekyll is a success, Lauren lives with it every day. She actually lives on site and works with the teachers and the students as they come and go. She teaches when she has to, and she's just a joy to be around if you've ever met her, because she always has this big smile on her face, and she's always anxious to hear about your family and see how you're doing, and you want to find out more about her. She has the drive and vision to affect our program for many years to come, and we know that Camp Jekyll and the Jekyll Island 4-H Center is in great hands because Lauren Kushner is leading that program. One of her greatest accomplishments is to be able to see the big picture and to appreciate all that we do in Georgia 4-H. While her responsibilities are just primarily to oversee the environmental education program, she continues to contribute to the summer camping program and to all the other groups that come and use the center throughout the year. She has a unique ability to build relationships with all those that she encounters. She is a team builder, and a team player. And she's already a star in our organization and is recognized by all she engages with as a kind, intelligent, helpful, and very thorough in everything she does. I'm going to ask Dr. Ryles, if you will, to come down front to present the Ryles Rising Star Award. And since Lauren is not with us this evening, and nor could the Center Director, Richard Tuning, be with us, I'm going to ask Miss Melanie Byer-Smith if she will come and accept the award and make sure that we'll have a meeting in a couple of weeks with all the center management people, and we'll make sure that Melanie presents this award to Lauren. Lauren is just a great young lady who has helped us get off to a great start at Camp Jekyll, a start that I did not think was possible. But I have been overwhelmed and blown away by the leadership of Richard and Lauren and the team they've put together at Camp Jekyll. And I don't know that anybody is more deserving of this award than Lauren Kushner. Congratulations to Lauren.
Congratulations, Lauren Kushner. Before this evening concludes, Hamp Thomas, State 4-H representative from Chattooga County, has a few announcements. Hamp.
Before any announcements, I ask that those competing in performing arts projects, fashion review, textiles, merchandising and interiors, and public speaking, please stand. This evening, these 4-H'ers will not only provide our entertainment, but they will also be competing in the demonstration portion of Congress. Let's give them a round of applause. Also, demonstrations scheduled for 8:30 are now going to begin at 9 p.m. We wish you luck this evening. In order to prepare for tonight's competition, you may now leave the banquet hall. For everyone else, your program has a presentation schedule and portfolio schedule. Be sure you're looking at the correct one. You will also find a detailed list with your specific portfolio interview time and location in your program book. Be early. The schedule is tight and you do not want to be late. Please be quiet in the halls as you wait for your interview or presentation sessions. There will be leaders in the halls to help you to find your portfolio room. Please note that A, B, and C locations are in Dunwoody Hall. Our trip to Six Flags tomorrow will be a lot of fun. You'll need to check in at your district table in the ballroom lobby beginning at 4 p.m. You cannot board the bus until you have checked in. Don't forget your Six Flags ticket, which is located in your ticket packet. Also, please remember to wear your Congress t-shirt. We will eat when we enter the park. Afterwards, we will enjoy Six Flags and meet back at the Crystal Pistol at 8:45 for the announcement of winners. For Thursday morning breakfast, we will be seated based on our donor or educational tour. Please be on time for breakfast so that we'll be on time for our tours. If you are an adult tour leader, driver, or chaperone, please stand and proceed to the tour leader meeting in Camellia. This evening, you are welcome to enjoy the Performing Arts Competition, visit the Hospitality Suite, or practice your demonstrations. Please remember to stay quiet in the halls and that you should not be in each other's rooms at any time. Please remember that no 4-H'ers are going to be in the pool areas and fitness centers during the evening entertainment hours. And finally, Leadership in Action participants, Ryles, Rising Star honoree, and newly inducted state board members, please stay after we adjourn for pictures. Sophia?
Thank you, Hamp. To adjourn this evening, Southeast District Representative Emma Bacon from Tattnall County will lead us in the 4-H pledge.
Please stand as we honor the program that brings us all together to learn and grow. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living. For my club, my community, my country, and my